Hi everybody. Today I'd like to talk about the relationship between World War I and, of all things, the red poppy. World War I ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. That's the day that the armistice was signed, and the holiday that was celebrated was known as Armistice Day, November 11th. And what was known as the war to end all wars. Oh, that's pretty sad. Anyway, November 11th, because of all the additional wars, is now known as Veterans Day. Now, I recall the American Legion parade, the Veterans of World War I parade in the late 30s. I was approximately 10 years old. I particularly remembered the fun that the veterans had. They were in their 30s, 40s, they were still young men. And there would be a lot of hijinks, a lot of joking, a lot of playing around. I remember the picture in the Daily News was one of those cars that gets up on its two rear wheels and the front wheels are up in the air, and it's moving. Also part of that parade was some of the veterans mixing into the crowd and pinning little paper red poppies on it, laid on the lapel or any part of the upper area. And they wouldn't ask for a dime, they demanded a dime. And perhaps when you look back at the history of the red poppy, maybe it's understandable. Because Flanders, which is located in the northern part of Belgium, was the scene of some of the worst battles of World War I. And over the battlefield, over the burial areas, grew red poppies. And the red poppies began to signify the casualties and the price that was paid during World War I. Now, there's a famous poem written in Flanders Field by Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunsets glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Field. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. John McCrae.